Hi everyone, it's Shelley Johns here from Gympie. Thank you very much for being on the call tonight. So this is all about how to achieve personal success in your life, whether it's getting the best out of your health, creating financial abundance, or possibly lifestyle or time freedom. So thank you for being on the call. So did you know that this week it's actually going to be 31 years that I've been with the company? It's my anniversary on Sunday. So when I first got started, here's me, little fresh, 20-year-old. I was actually studying architectural drafting, and I was looking for something part-time to do around my study. So that's actually how I came across Herbalife, in a little ad in the newspaper. Went along, had no idea what was going on. Was totally out of my depth, but ended up getting a job at Telstra and doing it around that, which is cool. So fast forward, here's me in my 30s. So who knows what it's like when you have those kids and you're totally sleep deprived. I'd packed on all this weight during my pregnancy and I'd lost my spark, obviously. So at that stage in my late 30s, it was all about my health and just getting that spark back. Fast forward, my 50s. So now it's definitely about freedom to do what I want when I want, and being able to do the things that I love in my life is super important as well. And of course, lastly but not least is family, which is definitely my why. So I'm so lucky to have so many amazing people in my life. This is just a small smidge of my support system. And I think for me, it's about setting an example for the girls, showing them what's possible, that if you have a goal and you set your mind to it, that you can achieve anything if you work hard and you go for it.
Okay, so Mark Hughes, he's actually the founder of Herbalife. His mum actually died tragically at the age of 36, and he was only 18 years old at the time. She actually passed away of being able to try and lose weight herself through not so healthy ways, through medication and all these sort of things, and unfortunately didn't work out so well in the end. So then he decided to vow to dedicate his life to help people manage their weight safely. So he actually started Herbalife in 1980 at age 22. So obviously, being 18 and then, having that big struggle of losing his mum when he was so young, but it obviously gave him the drive. He ended up actually formulating this weight loss and decided that he was going to try and sell it. So he started marketing out of the back of his car with these little tiny white bags full of powder. Obviously, these days it would be a little bit more strange, but back then seemed quite normal to people. And he'd walk up to people and just say, like, you need to try this. I'm going to change your life dramatically. He actually got his grandma on the products to start off with, and she was a very good referral person for him. So she ended up getting results, and she was in at the hairdressers, and then she was getting all their clients on the products as well. And then literally the business went boom.
Take care of your body. It's the only place you have to live in, which is very
Absolutely. I would definitely agree with that. Thank you, Anne-Marie. So when you're thinking about what is happening in the world at the moment, how many people out there are tired and run down? How many people are stressed? Stress actually has an amazing impact on your body. It breaks down your cells. So how many people out there are stressed? How many people have anxiety? I can't count now how many people are coming into the centre that are suffering from anxiety. And we know that mental health and nutrition are linked together. And of course, when we start getting stressed and anxious, what happens? We start having digestive issues. People have digestive health issues like irritable bowel, reflux, indigestion, all those sort of things. And that can definitely affect your health as well. How many people are run down and, are worrying about their immune system? They're getting sick all the time. They're relying on antibiotics, which just, it might kill whatever, they're all fighting, but it also kills off the rest of the immune system. So lots of people looking at, how do I boost my immune system naturally? Heart disease. When you think about, someone actually dies of heart disease every 10 minutes in Australia. Crazy, right? Like, it's a huge thing. So imagine if we could do something that could impact people's heart health and reduce those numbers. And of course, yes, fast food. Everything's there at our fingertips, but most of this is high in sugar. It's got no nutrition in it. It's high in trans fats, but guess what? It's yummy and it's addictive and we want more. The more we have of this, the more our body craves. So we need to find some alternatives on how we can have nutritionally dense foods. And I don't know if you realize, but the wellness industry is actually $1 trillion industry, not billion, trillion. And we definitely have a product that people need and people want. So great thing about it, who doesn't like diets? Me. I love food. So this isn't a diet, it's a healthy lifestyle. And so basically we promote a healthy, active lifestyle with great recipes, inspiration, results, workouts, nutrition tips. Guys can use it. You can use it for anti-aging and skincare. You can use it to lose weight or for muscle gain. Pam here came in this morning, 80 years of age. She's lost nearly 10 kilos, over 100 centimeters, 15 centimeters up her tummy, muscle up, body fat down, and she looks fantastic. How amazing that even in your 80s that you can still be improving your health through nutrition. So healthy aging is definitely a huge thing. Our over 70s club is there. There's plus our pamper sessions. So these ladies are they're in their late 70s and early 80s, and they are getting amazing results on the nutrition. Guaranteed to get results in 7 days with our skincare. Energy, if you're looking for energy, we actually have quite a few options. This is just one of them, which I'm actually drinking right now. Ta-da! I needed that today. Plus, we have quite a few other energy ones. And if you're into working out, which I know Craig is because he was just at the gym, Cristiano Ronaldo is actually our nutrition ambassador. He's been using the products for a long time. He actually co-developed the CR7 drive. So if you're looking for some really great sports or fitness nutrition, this is definitely it. So basically, we want to help people optimize their nutrition so they become healthier and happier. And when you look at all the tabs down the bottom, they're all the different areas that we can target. So I guess the way I look at it is that there's something for everybody. So obviously with products like that, these are the sort of results that people can get. And look, we can't claim to cure anything with the products. It's just nutrition. But when you think about it, we're going to be sharing 3 results. If you times that by thousands around Australia, we're actually in 96 countries. So there's actually millions of recorded results over the last 40 years. So this is me in my late 30s. I definitely lost my spark. My skin was dull. I had bags under my eyes, dark circles. I felt bloated and puffy. My hair was really just, I don't know, I didn't have that, that sparky kind of person that I was. I just didn't feel like I was even present with the girls. And it was really bugging me. So I got refocused on my nutrition on the Ultimate program and got back into my good habits again. And this photo was taken about 2 weeks ago. So I'm in my 50s now, and I just had a mask, which I love. Everyone's always sees me with the skincare on, doing weird things. But I just love having that healthy glow. And now in my 50s, excited about getting older and having energy, having a strong immune system, and just, being a good role model for those girls.
Thanks, Shelley. So I'm Ross. So before I got involved with what we do tonight, I was actually a supermarket manager, and it was extremely stressed out environment. There was no appreciation, and really they didn't care very much about you, but that's okay. So I walked away from that industry and, went home, relaxed, did whatever, sat on the lounge, and when eventually that belly, because you eat the wrong foods at times, got in the road, had to sit on the floor to do the shoes up. It was like, okay, I need to find a solution. Herbalife come along. I'm a guy, I'm skeptical, I didn't believe it would work, but I did what I was asked to do and I did it properly. Within 3 months, I went on to lose 15 kilos, no exercise. I'm going to be 55 this year. I am actually healthier, stronger, fitter now than I actually can ever remember in my entire life before. I just feel fantastic. And we're going to listen to Ashley.
Thanks, Ross. So my Herbalife journey actually started, my weight loss journey actually started back in 2018, or many years before that as well, I suppose. I was on and off diets, which I do call diets. And, then, lost the weight, put it back on, plus a little bit more, then I'd lose it. And then I went through a bit of a bad time and ended up with anxiety and depression. And then just packed on the weight. I've been down in Gympie since 2016, where I took on a management role. I then ended up moving up in the business to being assistant store manager. So it was quite a stressful position. Love my job and all the rest of it, but you know, the stuff that comes with it isn't necessarily very healthy, because you're definitely eating the wrong foods when you're in the run. So I decided that I've got 3 kids. So I decided that I needed to start putting my health first. So I got the gastric sleeve done, and I actually lost just over 60 kilos. Maintained that for about 2 years, and then just could not get it to go. I was not happy. I still wanted to lose more. And then I was lucky enough to come across a lucky spot on my car. Then that brought me to Shelley and Ross. So I went in there and I had a consultation with her, got my body composition scan done. She introduced me to the products, and we went through all the results. And then I was kind of sat there and said, well, if I actually have to drink this, I'm not really sure that I'm interested in the products, as I'm not a big shake person. Anyway, she said, that's no worries. We can actually implement it into food instead. So for the next couple of months, I actually started having it with waffles, pancakes, mug cakes, and putting it in all sorts of different things, as the products are very versatile. And then I actually transitioned into shakes. Now, absolutely love the shakes and having them twice a day, plus my recovery nutrition after working out. I've actually gained more energy now, because I never actually got that back that I thought I would when I lost the 60 kilos. But now, being able to nourish my body correctly, I have got all that energy back, plus some more.
Oh, cool. Thanks, Ashley. So obviously with results like this, there has to be a great business opportunity. So I'm going to hand it over to you.
Cool. Thank you. So you can understand the difference between a traditional business and what we do, is we call a home-based business. So the reason there's a muffin break picture there is because about 7 years ago, I actually seriously looked at, while I was working for the supermarket, to look into, I've had enough of the supermarket, what can I do? So I went and actually got right down the hole of where we could go with that. And about $300,000 it was going to take me later, that I had to have a fair chunk of that as far as the company was concerned before they'd let you into their game. I also needed another $60,000 for my rent for the next year, because that's what basically the rent was going to be in the building I was in. Also, Muffin Break wanted another $10,000 just to advertise their company. And it was like, yeah, okay, this is quite expensive to start off with. And later on, we're going to explain to you what the cost to actually start a home-based business is. Nowhere near that. So realistically, if you think about today, a lot of people actually want to work for themselves. They don't necessarily want to work for a boss, because I definitely, since I've left, I don't want to work for a boss. And most people want that side hustle. They're not necessarily looking to make career level income, but it's totally possible. Most people are probably looking for that $500 to $1,500 extra a month. That's why people do Uber driving. That's why people do pizza delivery. That's why people do bits and pieces of what they do. So definitely it is a way to go in that direction. So business opportunity, you can be your own boss and you can work from home, all right? So within what we do, Shell showed some pictures in the beginning where we were the families together. So as a rewards, we got a reward. We're on Hamilton Island. The company helped us with that and gave us that reward for what we just did. Recognition, when I was a supermarket manager, the only recognition was the yelly recognition, where basically you haven't covered the wages, so what's going on? So that definitely doesn't happen here. There's plenty of recognition where things are concerned. Cash flow, within your own boss, you start to create your own levels of cash flow. Fun, I definitely know with what I did, the fun had gone.
That's because you live with me.
That's where I live with you. That's where there's fun. Absolutely. So obviously within your home-based business, you actually can create that residual income, whether, like I said, whether you want the 500 to 1,500 or whether you want to turn it into a full career level income, that is up to you. Freedom, it's lifestyle freedom. That's what actually gives you from a home-based business. Tax benefits, obviously, your own business, it gives you the ability to write off some certain things on tax. And legacy, that's the amazing part about what we do. When I worked for another company, at the end of the day, I would have had to sell my business, or maybe they might have taken over. But within Herbalife, you actually get the opportunity to will your business to your children at that point in time. So, which is an amazing question from there. Yeah. Any questions? Nope. So we actually have 4 levels of income. All right. Our primary income to start with will be retail. So just by helping some few people, like Ashley, for example, to start in what they're doing, to get a better result, to feel better about themselves, you can actually make between that 25 to 50% retail income.
So how many customers can you have?
You can help as many people as you want. The limit is limitless, basically. Wholesale income, the company pays us to help the members earn an extra 8% to 25% wholesale profit. And then royalties. The only thing I thought about royalties is you got money for if you were a good singer. I can't sing, definitely can't sing.
You won't be getting royalties.
No, definitely not. I don't have any record albums. I'm not going to get any royalties. But the company, when you help people become supervisors, you actually earn 5% extra royalties on all 3 levels within the organisation, which is absolutely fantastic. Yeah.
Cool. And we also have the bonuses, but we're not going to cover that because we've actually got, if you want to know more about the marketing plan, we've got an awesome training recorded that goes through the whole marketing plan and exactly all those areas of incomes. But, when I first saw that marketing plan, I have no idea what they just talked about, but the computer works it out, and I put money in my bank account every single month. It's never been late. It's always been early for the last 30 plus years, like every month for the last 30. So that's pretty cool. So I love this photo. Like going to Hamilton Island was so great to be able to take the girls and show, because I think everyone knew the year before we really went for this promotion and we just missed it, but we went for it again the year before and smashed it out of the ballpark, and it was so great to be able to take them and say we did it. We've got photos up of it on the board over here, and just to show that, hey, you've got a goal and you work hard, then you can achieve it. So for me now, even though initially I just wanted to earn that extra income when I was at Telstra, and I just did it lunch break, after work, weekends, I was able to build my income up then after a couple of years to about $2,500 a month. And then I stepped away from Telstra because I really didn't love it. I'm sure Craig knows what I'm talking about with that. And I moved up to Adelaide from Queensland, like I said, because I really love the lifestyle and the weather, and I was able to have babies and move interstate, move towns, and all these things happen in all that time. And Herbalife's put money in my bank account every single month, no matter what, which is cool. So if you look at that retail income just from helping customers, last month we earned over $900 doing that. So if you're thinking an extra $900, what could I do with that? I think today, what did we earn?
Nearly $150 just in a couple of hours, or less than a couple of hours, actually.
Just helping people with their results. And I just love that. Like every single dollar is someone's life that you're impacting and making better. So yeah, I love what I do every single day.
And Ashley?
Yes, so I've only I've kind of tweaked on and off over the last 12 months. Yes, I want to do this as a business, but also very nervous at the same time, and don't really have the confidence to do everything that Shelley does, because even though she's been doing it for 30 years, it still feels like a bit scary sometimes to have the confidence. So this year I've decided that this year is my year, and I'm actually going to step up and make a nice legacy really for my kids in the future. I've been through the management position. I've had a separation from my husband. I've got my 3 kids now, so I need to look after myself because I'm the only one supporting them. So I need to work out how I'm going to make that money. So I decided that this was definitely going to be my year. And it's been great. I've been able to pick up some clients in the last month. I've really started to focus on that. And just in one area of income, I've been able to earn in the last 30 days, I've actually earned $824 in profit. So it's been amazing. But in the end, it is I didn't have the confidence to start off with, and I do have to thank both Shelley and Ross for a lot of that encouragement on my down days. Some days I'm walking into the centre and going, oh my God, this is terrible. But, I always go back out with a better positive attitude because they give such great support. There's also so many things that the company offers with different events you can plug into. You get to listen to all the inspirational stories, some of them that are earning ridiculous money a month, and you think that you're never going to make it. But, there's always hope because they all do start off just like we do. And you just know that that's something you can strive for in the future. So I'm definitely looking forward to earning, a six-figure income monthly would be amazing eventually. But, we just keep aiming for our goals and we shall make it. Thank you.
Thanks, Ash. That was awesome.
So if you find a job you love, you'll never work again.
Awesome. What a great quote. So if you love what you do, it's not like work, is it? That's how I feel.
Absolutely.
Cool. So you want to do this?
You can do this, or we can do it together.
So everyone gets started exactly the same way. This is with a member pack, which is really cool. So when it's not
So it's not $300,000 as it was to open a muffin break. You basically get a business in a bag. It's the best way. We've talked about it. So for just on $85, you get that, and then you go from there. And also the opportunity to be in 95 countries within the world that you can trade, and you can do whatever you need to do with. At the moment, if I open a muffin break, I was in one town, one location, hoping those customers come to me. Yeah.
You get some product. So you get a shake, which is like $77 retail anyway, some career manuals. Like, you get so much value for that. And immediately you can earn 25% retail profit or 25% off your products, which I think is pretty cool.
Absolutely.
So that's almost finishing for tonight. So we just wanted to say, if anyone's listening for the first time, to get back to the person that invited you along, if you've got any questions or if you'd like to get started. And we want to ask the people that, obviously our family and friends that are on tonight as well, who do you know that we could help with their health or anything that you've listened to tonight, even if someone's maybe wanting extra income, we would love to help them. So definitely let them know who we are, and would be happy to give them some information. So I'd like to thank everyone for being on the call tonight, for Ash and Anne-Marie for helping, for my family and friends. It sounds like I'm doing a speech at the Oscars, but thank you very much. We're going to finish recording, and then we're going to have a chat after.